My name is Morgan. Today I'm just going to show you how to conditionally format a cell on Google Sheets. So first off, I'm going to show you data validation. Quickly, I just want to show you this just so I can explain conditional formatting a little easier. So first off, you want to click on a cell, data, validation at the bottom, and then list of items, and then in here you can put your, say, in, off, and holiday. Now these are just statuses of an employee, so just hit save there, and now it's gonna come up blank, but on the right hand side you can see here there's a little arrow pointing down. So this box is now called a drop down box, so you can click on that. We have 3 different options, and you can click on those and change these to any of the 3 whenever you want. So now I've showed you that. We can go on to this this first table here. This is just a little snippet off of a digital job board that we were doing in our turf grass program there in Olds College, and what I've done is I have our names on the side, and then status right here. So this is just status of going into work. You know, if you're in work, if you're off work, or if it's a holiday. So I'll just show you the finished product of this small table. So we have in, and that's going to change to blue. We have off, that's going to go to the green, and then holiday, that's going to go to the pink salmon color with the neon green writing. So conditional formatting, what it is actually applying different rules and different formats to a cell, so that when a certain piece of data is inputted from a data validation, it will change to a certain color. So I'll show you how to do this down here. So first off we'll do in. There we go. So now we want to go into, you can either go up here and go format, conditional formatting, or you can go in, and then you can right click and conditional formatting right there. And now on the right hand side we're gonna have this pop up. It's a conditional formatting rules sidebar, I guess. And what we want to make sure is this is applied to C14. The C14 is the cell over here. So in. That's what we want to apply the conditional formatting rules to. We want to change the format cells if, for this example, to custom formula is, and then in here we want to put a formula, and that formula is right here essentially. So that's going to be equals, open bracket, and then after that we're going to stick in there the data over here that we want to actually change color when it's selected, if that makes sense. So that's the cell we want to put in there, so that's C14. So C14, close the bracket, equals, parentheses, and then in here, is where we want to put the in, or whichever you want to input there. So in, parentheses, close that bracket, and now I'm actually going to copy this section. So that's Command C after it's highlighted, and I want the in to change to, let's try something a little different to the chart above. Let's go red for in, and then we just hit done. So that's the first rule applied. So in, and off and holiday will just be plain white. So that's our first one, in. So now we'll go to off, and we'll add a new rule over on the right here. So again, check that C14, down to custom, in here, Command V is to paste what we just copied, and then instead of in, right, we want to make it off, because that's the next piece of data that we're inputting. And we're going to change this color to, let's go off as a yellow color there. And then again, you just click done. And now we need to do our holiday. And now on this one, I'm going to show you how to do the background color and the actual text color. So that's add a new rule. Again, check it's C14. Head down to custom formula. Command V is to paste it in. So again, we want to change this to holiday. So this writing has to match exactly to this writing in the data validation or drop-down box, whichever you want to call it. And we're actually going to change the background color, so that's the same thing. We'll go bright blue. Ooh, we can't really read that. We'll change the text color back to black. Make this dark blue, we'll say, and then we can change the text in this little box right here. Click on that and we'll go for bright green. There you go, holiday, and then click done. So that's 3 conditional formatting rules applied. So holiday, in, sorry it's a little slow with the screen recording, and off is the last one. So that works great. Yeah, it's a little time consuming, so that's a con. But at the same time, it's very effective. You know, you can really catch the reader's eye, and you know, draw them in. You can use it for many different things. I also used it for a frost delay program, or a frost delay edition on our digital job board, and that was if there was frost on the golf course, the superintendent or assistant would put in a yes, so a data validation like this one, like in or holiday. So they'd put in yes, and then frost would show up around that table or that digital job board, and it would show that there was frost, and it would really catch your eye. So this is a pretty small, basic version of that, but it's the basics, and it's the key to learning how to conditionally format cells. So I know that took a while, but there's a simpler way than doing that to every single cell down here. What you can do is actually click on this little blue box, hold, drag down, and then let go. And that's going to apply that now to every one of these cells. And they're going to work. It's holiday. So they all work great. So yeah, you can. There's some pros, like I said, it's eye-catching, but the con is it's a little time-consuming. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, if you need any help on this, just comment on the YouTube video. Alright, thanks a lot.